Today host Ben Fordham has made a passionate plea to Muslim women to stand up against dangerous messages from so-called leaders who give the green light to domestic violence. The broadcaster condemned views which he said were held by some, but not all followers of Islam in Australia, that permit men to hit their wives. When you have people in positions of power spreading dangerous messages, it is important to call them out, he on the Today Show. It's never okay to hit your wife. Never. That's called assault. Mr. Fordham's tirade followed the publication of an alarming video shared by an Australian Muslim women's group that shows a panel discussion between two members discussing Islam's teachings about men disciplining women. The clip was shared online by the Women of Hizb ut-Tahrir Australia Facebook group, an arm of a well-known and widely condemned radical Islamist group. In the video, the woman leading the conversation, who is identified as Sydney teacher Reema Louch, says a man is permitted to hit a woman as an act of discipline, and fellow panelist Ada Galatafi agrees. He is permitted, not obliged to, not encouraged, but permitted to hit her, Ms. Latafi says. The women go on to describe the permissive text as beautiful and a blessing. It's very evident that this is symbolic in nature and it's not as what people have understood or what people would like to have understood, Ms. Louch says. This is the reality. But Mr. Fordham said it was important that these messages are challenged. If you hit a woman, you're a coward. It's not okay to hit your wife gently, or softly, or occasionally or any other way you want to spin it, he said. It's assault. It's illegal. It's just wrong. Referring to Ms. Latafi and Ms. Louch's suggestion that it's okay for a man to hit his wife with a small stick or a folded handkerchief, Mr. Fordham said hitting anyone with anything is assault, and is never excusable. Stop it. Just stop. We have young Muslim women growing up in this country and they need to know they have the same rights as anyone else, he said. They live in Australia, and that means they can wear what they want, they can marry who they want to marry, and they can do what they want to do. They don't need these so-called leaders telling them they're punching bags. Muslim women have also begun to speak out against the extremist group's message. In a radio interview Thursday morning, National Centre for Australian Studies researcher Dr. Susan Carlin said, "We cannot be entertaining this sort of talk. It's really important that it's never presented that this is somehow the mainstream opinion. There is domestic violence in every community, sadly," she said. Yasmin Abdelmajid, who announced on ABC's Q&A earlier this year that Islam was the most feminist religion, responded to the video saying domestic violence is unacceptable. In Australia, one woman is killed a week at the hands of a partner, or ex, she wrote on Twitter. Domestic violence, in all and any form, is unacceptable. End of story. Female Muslim community leaders including Susan Carland and Maryam Bayzada have shared a video featuring Muslim leaders condemning domestic violence with the message "Break the cycle." Height, Hizb ut-Tahrir, can take a hike, Ms. Bayzada said on Twitter, where she shared the clip. In the video, Australia's most senior Muslim leader Mufti Dr. Ibrahim Abu Muhammad, says, "Violence within the home and outside it is rejected." Discussing exactly what is permitted when it comes to hitting a woman, the panelists demonstrate lightly striking each other with a small stick and a rolled up piece of fabric. Striking should be done in such a way as not to cause harm or pain. It's a symbolic act, Ms. Latafi says. Addressing what sort of act by a woman would justify striking, the women agree committing sin and disobedience to the husband would require disciplinary measures. Immoral acts or cheating. Admitting anyone to the home that the husband doesn't like, Ms. Latafi says. It's not like a simple argument. These are serious things that can break up the family unit. Ms. Latafi also said the Quran suggested 3 measures for men to deal with their wives: advise them first, leave them alone in bed, and hit them. It's simple. She goes on to clarify that all 3 steps should not be taken at the one time, and hitting should not cause pain. The discussion, recording at an all-women's event in Sydney's West, according to The Australian, followed controversial comments made by Muslim leader Kaiser Trad, who argued in a television interview that Muslim men could hit their wives as a last resort. Introducing the discussion, Ms. Louch said, it needs to be placed in context. Hizb ut-Tahrir is known for spreading extremist views and was previously under consideration by the federal government to be banned.